Why, hello there. I'm so grateful that you're allowing me this moment to have a one-on-one conversation with you. I'm sure you're so busy and you have so many people to lead. You didn't mention it during your very wonderful, riveting speech earlier, but is there a certain term you'd like us to call you? Leader, master, mistress? Leader's okay? Well, I am very happy to follow your lead, whatever path that might bring us on. Oh, I was so grateful to discover this group. What did you call it again? Spiritual Community Organization. Yes, that's wonderful. Well, I was researching cults, spiritual community organizations, like you say, because just like the other sad souls here who've come to worship at your feet, well, I also have been rejected by society. Yes, society just does not seem to understand or accept me. No, I would go from job to job, working like a dog, doing all I could to please those around me, but it never seemed to be enough. Or rather, they said it was too much, but how could that be? Yes, I've been rejected by many, many people in many places. But here I feel so welcome, and I'm so grateful for you. All of my brothers and sisters that I've now connected with, they all seem lovely, but no one is like you. You're just a natural-born leader, and I was enchanted, entranced, the moment you stood up there on that sandy hill as we all circled you and watched, standing there so glorious in your white robes, your beautiful silky hair blowing in the wind, so soft looking. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we not supposed to touch the leader? I understand your body, yourself is so holy and sacred. But I do hope that maybe with time, perhaps some of those rules can change. I must say that I really love the way your mind thinks. Yes, to pick this beautiful desert, even though it's right next to that highway and a little loud, I think that the trucks blowing past are adding wonderful ambience to your pure and spirited speeches. Oh, you're so compelling. I long to have that influence over people like you do. I have tried, like I said, rejected by society, abandoned by those who I thought loved me, but it turns out they didn't even know who I was, and instead of embracing me, they pushed me away. Instead of lavishing me with kind words, they screamed and called the police. Even the law has turned their back on me. Can you believe that I had several officers, all of them arguing about who would arrest me because they were all afraid to get close to me? It's not my fault that I'm very skilled with handcuffs and easily know how to break loose of those cuffs and then tie them around the officer and then bring the officer to my home where they join my collection. But anyway, enough about me, right? We're all here for you. Like I said, I did some research on these spiritual community organizations. And when I found some information and I saw the picture of you, our wonderful, brave, fearless leader, well, it was like love at first sight. And I was so grateful to hear you say that you loved all your followers, that we're all a tight-knit family now. I've so longed to belong and to know that I could belong to you. Oh, I apologize, leader. No touching. Yet, maybe. Well, you see, I couldn't help but notice that while you have many followers, many of us who are willing to follow your path wherever it takes us, I seem to have overheard you have something of an inner circle. Tell me truthfully, is this inner circle a collection of spouses? Might I join that inner circle? Oh, it's not that kind of inner circle. Have you thought about taking some spouses? I'd be very willing to be the first. No, it's a platonic, familial love you have for everyone? Well, that's not very promising. But you're so powerful and wonderful. You should have a collection of people that are willing to do anything for you. And like I said, I am very committed. And if you change your mind, I would be happy to be the first to wed you, to be a bride of the leader, to follow you into your tent and stay with you there. That's not what kind of organization this is? Okay, well, you might change your mind, you know. I mean, look at all the power that you have. You're so powerful and so strong. My heart was pounding as you spoke, and I could see everyone was very devoted to you. But I assure you, my dear leader, I will be the most devoted. I will be there, peering in through your tent. I'll sleep outside, right in the desert. I don't mind. Who cares about a little bit of sand when it means I could be closer to you? And whatever you want us to do, whatever you need, I am there. The law, boundaries, they've never bothered me before. And to finally be in a place where that doesn't matter to you either. Oh, this organization does have some rules. Are the rules that we can never leave? Because I will never, ever leave you. Oh no, it's just about not harming people. Well, that's very wonderful. Of course we shouldn't harm anyone. Not against people's wills. Well, that's very kind of you, but sometimes people don't understand what they want. And as the leader, you totally have that power to take what you want. So, anything you want, it's here for you to take. You just want to do silent meditation for a few hours? Okay, I could do silent meditation. Are we all gonna We're all gonna hold hands while we do it? Well, that sounds a little better. Might I reserve, dear leader, the spot next to you? You'll think about it. Well, that's very promising. Now, when you say hold hands, do you just mean holding or do you mean stroking? And if our hand slips and lands somewhere that's not a hand, what are the rules about that? It's not allowed. We're just holding hands. Okay. That's fine. At least there's some touch and contact. Perhaps after the silent meditation, after that it's a ritual bathing. Well, that sounds really nice. Do we do it all together? Fully clothed in our robes? Will you still be wearing this very thin white robe? You bathe separately from us, but leader, you should really wash with us, don't you think? Yes, the sacredness of your flesh, I remember. Okay, well that's fine. I understand you have your boundaries even in this boundless place, this beautiful organization that you've arranged for all of us. Now, as you know, I'm very new. Today's my first day, and seeing you in person, it's more than I ever dreamed of, to be honest. It was so difficult for me to stay seated as you spoke, as the wind tousled your hair, as your beautiful eyes glinted in the sunlight. Oh, how badly I wanted to reach out and, of course, leader, of course, no touching. Goodness, I really didn't think there'd be a no touching rule here too, but I can adjust. Like I was saying, so are there any sort of ritual things we have to go through, in order to fully become a member? Well, you see, back when I was in school, I was part of a few sororities. I never made it to the final round. I was very good at the things they asked me to do, sleeping out in the cold, finding my way through mazes, all that kind of playful hazing that happens. I was down for all of it. But they never seemed to accept me in the end. Apparently I creeped out some of the other sisters and members, and I guess light stalking is just not considered a very sorority attribute. It's something they don't like, which I think is silly, to be honest. They don't like you going through their things. They don't like when you watch them sleep. They didn't like when I would show up in their beds at night. I thought hey sisters, come on, we're part of a sorority. This is normal. They said that was not part of the sorority. But I'm getting sidetracked. Is there anything like that will be required to do any test of faith? Because I'm very faithful, and I'm happy to go through whatever you'll put me through. I mean, like I said, if you need to tie us up and leave us somewhere, well, I'm very good at knots. I've had to tie and restrict quite a few people in my day, willingly, of course. So I just think I would really excel at that. And if you could see how much I excel, maybe you and I could get a bit closer. You're close to all of us. That's very sweet, but, well, I know you love all of your followers, and how lovely it is to hear that, but I think that perhaps there's something stronger happening between you and me. Oh yes, my dear leader, I think fate brought me to you, and that this group that you're getting to follow you is wonderful, and I so wish I had your charm. But since I'm not quite as charming and convincing as you, perhaps you can take pity on me, take me under your wing, and I can be your first bride. No, you're strict about not having brides. Okay, that's fine. Well, you did say there'd be a nice ceremony later, and I heard you speak something about some incense that might alter our state of minds. Oh, I so look forward to that. I wanted to be as helpful as possible, so I brought my own little pouch here. I have lots of incense and resin, and I'm happy to assist however you need. Let's see, I have one that will render everyone completely unconscious. I have one that'll make everyone very lustful and willing. I have one that keeps you conscious but makes it really difficult to move or run. I have one that actually has the effect where you are suddenly very, very... What's that? You don't need any of these incense? Oh, we're just burning sage later? Okay. When you said mind altering, oh, it's a spiritual thing. It's through meditation. Okay. Meditation is good. My darling leader, my wonderful, precious leader, during this meditation, do we all close our eyes for visualization? We do? So even you close your eyes? And when you visualize, sometimes it feels like someone's touching you, but it's just in your head, right? So if everyone had their eyes closed and you felt a hand caressing your face, you wouldn't think anything of it, would you? You would be able to tell the difference. You sure are tricky, leader. Okay. All right, well, how about this? After all of our ceremonies, our silent meditation, the hand-holding, the nightly dip into the creek, and our journey of visualization, meditation, and sage burning, what if I came into your tent when all that was done with some of my special incense, and I just lit some just for you and me, so I can prove to you what a faithful follower I am? No? Wait, you think I should find another organization? Wait, leader, don't go. I thought you said all were welcome. But You're gonna move the entire crew to another desert? Leader, wait, come back. I'll be your most faithful follower. I don't... Great. I am running out of cults to join.